Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Type back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros play regular season game 6 after getting their first win last night. What a night we saw last night from these Houston Astros. A 10-0 shutout with 5 home runs, 2 for King Tuck, 2 for the very amazing second-year catcher Yainer Diaz, 1 for Jeremy Pena. The drought is over. He also has a 2 RBI single, and even Jake Myers gets involved with a RBI single as well. The Astros played a great game. There were other guys in the lineup like, Chas McCormick, who had a really good game too, who didn't, knock any runs in. And that's not even the biggest part. The biggest part is Ronel Blanco has a no-hitter for the Houston Astros, a 17th no-hitter in franchise history, and it's the first of his career. And look who's starting on the mound tonight for your Houston Astros. That is the person that we saw get a no-hitter last year, August 1st, Framber Valdez, when that was against the Guardians, right? That was against the Cleveland Guardians. Look, I hope Framber was watching last night and thinking, I remember when I did that. Could you imagine if the Astros had back-to-back no-hitters? I would give if that happened, I would give somebody, whoever comments first, like $50 on my channel. That's how confident I am it won't happen. No slander to Framber. I just don't see, the same team having no hits back-to-back nights. So yeah, I can imagine that would happen. But then it will happen, and they'll have to give one of you $50. But I wish Framber would say, hey, I can do that again. But this is we're going to go over the lineup, previewing this matchup for the Astros, and I'm going to go over the lineup for the Astros, their starting pitcher, which I already kind of said who the starting pitcher is already, and what I think about the lineup and what the Astros need to do to get this win tonight, get back-to-back wins, and advance to 2-4 and win this series. So let's get to the lineup at first. All right, lead off. Nothing's changing in the first 5 of the lineup, first 6 actually. Or is it first 7? Nothing's changing in the first 8. Really, the only thing that is changing is the 9-hitter in the Astros lineup. Altuve at leadoff at second base. At 2, Jordan Alvarez playing left field. At 3, playing right field, Kyle Tucker. At 4, playing third base, Alex Bregman. At 5, playing DH is Yainer Diaz. He gets a day off from playing catcher. He's played, I honestly like that move by Joe Espada. This man just catched a no-hitter. He's catched almost every game out of the 5 games. He's catched 4 out of the 5 games. So, especially with what he just did offensively, yes, he did catch a no-hitter, but he did hit 2 home runs, went 2 for 4, had a great day. So, you don't want to take him out of the lineup and give him a full day off, but I don't mind at all giving him the day off from catching and putting Victor Caratini in the lineup. And that's not the, Yainer Diaz, not only him catching the no-hitter is not another reason why I'd like to see Yainer Diaz get a day off from catching. Another reason why is, I like what Victor Caratini's done so far with the Astros. I thought he's looked good. He went like 1 for 3 or 1 for 4 in his first start, getting a single against the Yankees. And then he had a pinch hit appearance against the Yankees in Game 4 of that series, and he had a single. So he's played well. He's 2 for 5 in his first 5 at-bats for the Astros. I believe it's 2 for 5 or it's 2 for 4 in his first couple at-bats with the Astros. And he's looked good. So I'd like to see more of him. Obviously, I don't want to see less of Yainer Diaz, but there are ways to get Victor Caratini into the lineup for the Astros and keep Yainer Diaz in it. There's multiple ways. One, by putting Diaz at DH or Caratini at DH, or I've explored this option with seeing Yainer Diaz playing first base last year. You can give Abreu a day off because he's been struggling and he's been playing terrible, and put Diaz at first and have Caratini at catcher. That's one option I've thought about. This is I think one of my dream lineups for the Astros. Or not a dream lineup, but a lineup I'd like for them to test out, especially with Jose Abreu struggling, is Altuve, Jordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, Yainer Diaz, and that's the first 5. And then we see Chas McCormick at 6, Jeremy Pena at 7, Dubon at 8, and Victor Caratini at 9. That's a nice lineup. Dubon playing center field, of course. I think that's a nice lineup for the Stros. I mean, I think Jake's been playing well. Not great, but playing well. And, Abreu's been struggling, so that's a way to get, Dubon and both Dubon and Caratini in the lineup. Caratini playing catcher, Dubon playing center field, and then Diaz playing first base. I'm not saying that's something I'd like to see the Astros do every day. Of course not, because I want to see Yainer at catcher. I want to see Jose Abreu, and it would be nice to see Jake Myers every now and then. But that is a lineup I think the Astros, it wouldn't hurt the Astros to try that lineup out with what we've seen early on from guys like Caratini and Dubon who have been on the bench, but who have played really well coming off the bench, whether it's in their one start or their multiple pinch hit appearances. All right, moving on to the rest of the lineup, you have Yainer Diaz at 5 playing DH. At 6, you have Jose Abreu playing first base. At 7, you have Chas McCormick playing center field. His first time playing, no, not his first time. You know what? I think it is his first time playing center field of the season. In his 4 games in the past, he's played left field or he's DH'd, and he's had, if he's been in left field, he's had either Dubon or Myers next to him. This is the first time we're going to see Chas play center field this season. Then at 8, Jeremy Pena playing shortstop. And then at 9, Victor Caratini playing catcher. And your starting pitcher is Framber Valdez. I like the Astros also exploring different options for Framber Valdez with catchers. I mean, we saw Framber Valdez have one catcher throughout the whole year, right? We saw Framber Valdez have Martin Maldonado. That was his catcher. He didn't have any other catcher. I think we saw Yainer Diaz catch him a couple times when Maldonado wasn't available, but Yainer Diaz and him didn't work together a lot. We saw Maldi as Valdez's catcher. So we saw opening day, Yainer Diaz did catch for Framber Valdez. Now in Valdez's second start, I actually like the idea of letting Valdez get to work with Caratini, see who he's more comfortable with, is what I'm thinking. But I have no doubt. I'm not mad about Caratini being in the lineup, and I've also not only that thinking about it in that way, but also thinking about it how this guy has not done bad at all in the lineup. He's done well in his first start and his pinch hit appearance against the Yankees on Sunday. He's played well, and honestly, so I don't mind. All right, yeah, that's really it for my Astros pregame. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out. Go Astros.